Hi everyone, we're back on kiirootv with another podcast episode with our favorite Alec Hardy.
Hi.
Welcome to the show. I guess we can call this interactive sex tech talk with Alec today because today we're going to be talking about interactive sex toys, our favorite thing because that is our speciality. Okay, so before we get started, would you give our audience a quick introduction to who you are and maybe your experience with sex tech and interactive sex tech?
Sure. So I'm Alec Hardy. I'm a sex toy reviewer and sex tech geek, basically. I like to dive really deep into how these toys work, how the technologies work behind them, and how best to use them for everybody, basically. And so my first experiences were I think they were like 5-6 years ago. I don't even remember. The first interactive toys I tried, and basically, let's define interactivity first, because there's a lot of ways for toys to be interactive.
Yeah, so the way that we would describe interactive, especially at Kiiroo, is when toys can interact with one another. For us, it would be connecting your toy from one end of the world to the other, or to a cam platform, or to content, virtual reality. So anything that is making our toy react would be interactive for us.
Okay. Yeah. So I had the first ever full-on interactive content consumption experience of mine was back then with the launch, actually. And I learned a lot from that experience. Let's just say that. So my biggest lesson from that was you need to study your content first.
Okay.
Because I was watching a video and I was about to come, and the lovely lady just decided to get off of that cock for a second.
This is where your edging
and
experience
that turned my fantastic experience into a ruined orgasm. That I was holding the toy, like trying to move it by hand, like oh no shit, because I couldn't stop at that point, but it did stop. So that was fun.
Okay. And so did you try using the launch with only 2D content, or did you try with virtual reality or a partner?
I'm going to be honest, I tried it with 3D, but I didn't have an Oculus or some high quality equipment. I just had the cardboard, like the plastic thing, but just you put your phone in, but it was way oversensitive for the sensors, and even the small movements, it did pick them up, but that made the image kind of shaky a little bit. So it was 3D, it was fun, but if I moved, I just got dizzy. So I ended up using that as a really nice, it was winter, it was really dark, I was really not in a good mood, and there was this beautiful mansion in the garden. And there were birds chirping. And I remember those poor two girls fucking there in the background, and I'm just looking at the hedge, like how nicely trimmed it is and how beautiful the sky's color is. So,
and was your launch moving in sync?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So you let them get on with their business and you just...
you do you do me. I'm just watching the hedge.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that sounds exciting. That must have been, I think, about 6 years ago, 2017. So how do you think that sex tech has improved since then? Not just with Kiiroo, but with all other companies that you test for?
Oh, tons. Yeah, there's a lot of improvements. So especially in content, like how the interactive data is being matched to the actual content. Because back in the day when I was testing the interactive videos, they tried to, so I'm guessing someone sits down, watches the video, and like actually creates the metadata for every single track. But there are some videos that you can basically technically make it, but you shouldn't, because I was watching a foursome video, and the couple who was actively fucking on the screen, the metadata was for the other couple who was doing nothing. And I was really wanting the toy to go faster, and it did nothing. And other times they were doing nothing and my toy went crazy. So I think that part really improved since then.
Well, I mean, we did actually have people manually encoding it. Yeah, and we used machine learning to actually cut the video a bit shorter so that all of the spaces where people were not moving were not sent to the encoders, so they just had to see the part.
Okay.
Yeah, and I guess you would rate it 1, 2, 3, 4, depending on how high or low the movement needs to go. And the people that were manually encoding the videos would just have to watch the actual fucking part rather than the entire video that has pauses and so we use machine learning to shorten the videos and then put them back together again. But yeah, with humans, there's always error, just like with computer. So yeah, it makes sense. And since then, obviously, our technology has progressed a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about that later. So yeah, keep telling me about how it's.
So there was this really fun time. I had COVID and I was isolating. I had someone living with me, and we were in a kind of sexy relationship. And I was living in my studio because I had to work, so I isolated myself into my garage. And I think I was trying to do something with the Lumen, fired up my Field Connect app, and I saw Pearl 2.
Somebody in the house.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, let's try this.
Yeah.
And then I got instantly a text message like, holy shit, is that you? And that turned actually into a really steamy session, like a really steamy hour. So it was super fun, super unexpected, but I mean.
And do you use, because the Lumen obviously doesn't have touch sensors, we're using the app to control the Pearl 2?
Yeah.
Okay, but the Pearl 2 can control the Lumen, so I'm sure your butt was on fire. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just say like that, yeah.
Okay, so I want to circle back to how you think that the sex toys have improved, though.
Okay, so I back in the day I had a lot of connectivity issues, for example.
Yeah.
So,
but is that just with Kiiroo, or is that with all the?
Oh no, actually Kiiroo was the brand that I had the least amount of issues with.
That's good to hear.
So the most amount of issues were another company. I'm not gonna name them. And for example, I was testing a prostate massager, and I had my friend come over and okay, let's help me, let's test it out. And actually, all I did was put it in my phone. If my phone was just the other side of my thigh, so for example, in my pocket, lost connectivity.
Oh wow! And you think it was because of your phone?
No, because I tried it with a different phone.
Because sometimes they say if there's a lot of skin, maybe you got a big booty. It stops the signal.
So are you saying that I have a big booty?
I don't know. I have to check later.
Okay. That's gonna be on the X-rated version.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Oh, okay. So, so Bluetooth connectivity is improved.
Yes, definitely, because I'm not experiencing that anymore. I mean, even Bluetooth had like, I don't know, back then it was Bluetooth 3.0, and now it's like, I don't know, 5.0.
Yeah.
I have no idea. So definitely.
We have Bluetooth on everything now, like even on our washing machines, and
So that's definitely one thing that improved. I wouldn't say battery life improved that much. Battery life was between 1 and 2 hours, depending on the size of the toy. Yeah. And it is. I mean, for me, the Kion is really surprisingly good with battery life. Yeah, because, I mean, it takes a lot of power to move that stroker up and down, and it's easily working for me for an hour. So,
yeah, I always wonder, like, how long people use their products for, because... for me, like I don't need to use it for 1 hour. And I don't need to charge my products for quite some time. But other people like the battery dies every time I use it. But how long are you using it for?
So it depends on the toy, because I'm gonna be honest. If it's a toy that has a stroker, I need to get that stroker. Need to rinse the powder off. Then I start using it, and then I need to clean it, dry it, powder it, put it.
A lot of effort.
So it's so much overhead. It's pointless to use it for just 5 minutes. So for it to be worth it, I'm usually setting aside at least half an hour or an hour, and if I'm using it, I'm gonna be using it.
So you tell your housemates, like, don't bother me for the next hour because I will be busy cooking and cleaning. Yeah.
Yeah. Just don't come in here.
Yeah.
I'm coming in here.
Oh, okay. So the masturbators, you say the battery life has kind of been steady, I guess.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I would say.
Okay.
Power-wise, so the vibrations, not really sure it improved that much. So, but I don't think that we need more power. So we don't want to liquefy our insides or anything. So.
Are you sure? It sounds like you kind of do.
You're gonna torture me with that. Yeah.
Okay. So, speaking of vibration, like, do you think that vibration would add to the experience of using a Kion?
I was actually trying and messing around with that because I glued a lumen to the outer
lumens,
to the outer shell of a stroker
Yeah.
and connected that as well, and it was fun. It was fun. The stroking sensation way overpowered the vibrations, but it was fun. It was really fun.
Yeah. And then what other kinds of upsells or improvements do you think could be done then to make the Kion experience different?
Depending on who buys it. So, for example, if someone needs even more tightness, if there was a set of silicone cock rings or something, because all you need to do is put those over the stroke or the sleeve
to make it tighter.
And it's going to be tighter. So, but they are eventually going to slip and everything. So it's not like a super
It's like a hair tie or something.
Yeah. But it should be super soft, because if you use something like a Velcro tape or something, it's gonna the material of the TP sleeve is so soft, it's gonna just tear it apart. So, and then it's gonna tear your dick apart. So that's not fun. Don't do that.
Well, I'm not sure, but I trust you on that one.
It's not fun. Trust me.
Yeah. So as you know, we are about to launch the attachments to turn the Kion into a sex machine. And this podcast will probably come out once the product is launched. What do you think about it?
Well, I'm not sure if you remember my Kion review video. The first 5 seconds is me having the Kion on the... This was actually the first thing I did with it.
Yeah.
Having it on the desk, and I was putting a suction cup dildo on top of the stroker's case. And I was screaming, I should trademark this shit. Then the video starts. So yes, I think it's a good idea.
Okay. And because we, over the years, we've had a lot of webcam performers tell us that this is what they want. You know, an average sex machine costs anywhere from $600 upward, and it takes up about half your bedroom. So, we've just been building on Kion being this sort of modular product. We've got the neck strap, the hand straps, the phone straps. We're making this product for everyone now, regardless of what or who you identify as, no matter what your preferences are. We're really hoping that our audiences will love it. And I can't wait to see your review on it too.
Oh, it's gonna be fun.
What would you think is the most impossible type of toy that could come out on the market today?
I have seen so much weird shit that I don't have thoughts like that. But so like technologically unfeasible right now would be probably even more realistic. So there are some sex dolls, AI powered sex dolls that can maybe say a few words. They can heat up. They can, I don't know, move the torso a little bit. But to make that like super realistic, that's unfeasible right now, I think. What I think would be feasible in the coming years and would be really good is making the interactivity a little bit more realistic but that would need a new iteration of the Kion, for example, because right now it can change the speed depending on the content, and it can kind of match it, but sometimes when you're watching a video, people are fucking way faster, and either the videos need to be slowed down a little bit or the Kion needs to have...
I think there's a safety lock on it, because if it goes too fast, and I mean the Kion can go 230 strokes a minute, but if it goes too fast, you could And
yeah.
yeah,
That's not fun.
and we can't be held liable for that.
Yes.
Especially since you probably unbricked it or unlocked it so that the safety lock is not on anymore.
No, never. I would never do that.
I know some of our customers do
Safety
that.
lock? What is that?
Exactly. Okay, so yeah, you want it to go faster.
No, so right now, the interactive content, what's happening there is not perfectly matched. And I think that's still unfeasible.
Yeah.
But with the AI technology and everything, as the weight improves, because the Kian has the capacity to not just select 4 stroke lengths and 4 speeds, it can do what the motor can do, whatever it gets instructed to do. So technically, it could move exactly the way that people are moving
without being so jerky, I hope. Yeah.
on the video, so it could mimic it better.
Okay.
But I think the technology needs like 1 or 2 years for that to be feasible. But it's like on the cusp.
And are you referring then to connecting through the Feel Connect app or using our new technology, Feel Me AI?
I have super high hopes for your new technology.
The machine learning, yeah.
Yes.
So for those of you that don't know, we have just launched our new interactive adult platform. It's called Feel Me AI. And the reason why there's an AI in there is because we use artificial intelligence and machine learning, or we have trained computers to read the screen of any content that you're watching on the internet, adult content that is legal on the internet, to react in sync with your masturbators from Kiiroo. And it's been a work in progress for a couple of years now. And our developers are working daily to make sure that the accuracy of what the computer screen is reading is getting better and better and better. And if you didn't know, our website Field Performer, which is our webcam platform, essentially does the same thing, but for webcam performers to receive tips. So it reads the screen when a customer tips, and it makes the products vibrate. So Feel Me is for the masturbators, and it makes the masturbators vibrate. Okay, so you've tested out Feel Me AI.
Oh, yeah.
What are your thoughts on this new tool or new technology that we've created?
I think it's miles ahead of anything I've ever tried before when it comes to interactive content. And I'm not sure if you saw that. I posted about, that may have been only on my OnlyFans, but a couple of months ago, I was like, okay, I'm going to start making my videos interactive. And I took like X toys or something, and I was watching the screen and trying to create the pattern. And I'm really happy that I didn't put too much effort into that, because now I don't have to. So the first thing I did when I tried Feel Me was to Feel Me. I went to my 1 hour Kiiroo video playing Kiiroo with the Kian, and I used the Kian on myself and let Feel Me analyze the screen, and it was super weird seeing myself with the Kian and having the same experience the second time. Wow, it was trippy. I love that.
Okay, well, I wouldn't have expected your first video would be of yourself, but I guess, you've got a fan.
For science purposes.
So that was our whole thinking behind creating Feel Me. Over the past few years, we've had to form partnerships with companies, get their content, turn it interactive. Sometimes we had problems with the subtitles, but because it's not hosted in-house, it takes a long time to fix these things. And we just thought, why don't we do something where we don't have to involve somebody manually encoding videos, and if something is down, why can't our developers just fix it? And so that's why we created Feel Me. And I'm happy to hear that you've been enjoying it.
Oh, very much so.
So you mentioned that you've stopped taking review toys in because you've just got way too many.
Yes.
Yeah. Every hole of your body must be very, very pleased. What would you say makes Kiiroo different from all of the other toys that you've tested?
What makes it stand out? I would say definitely the quality. So I can always rely on the quality. I really like how you are. So for me, Kiiroo was always covering a different aspect that was missing. So for years, you were the only company who toys were capable of reacting to interactive content. So a lot of other interactive toys, you could control them from the app, or there was toy-to interaction, but no content. So that was super fun. Now with Feel Me, I can basically watch, because now other companies started to, okay, now we partnered with this specific small website and we are offering interactivity there. But who cares about your small website? I want to watch this website because there's my favorite content. So with Feel Me, I can do that. So I think in this part, you were always ahead.
Okay. And what about with the actual products themselves?
I love the variety. So basically, I can choose. I do have like one or two suggestions or ideas that
you can tell us.
that I'm gonna secretly share with you after this. But I think most body parts and most types of sensations are covered. So whatever floats my goat.
Yeah, whatever floats your goat.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we do try to make something different for everyone, because that's one of the hardest things I think is actually creating a sex toy that somebody has not created before. But also everybody's body is different, so nobody feels pleasure the same way. So we always have to try to touch those bases. But to create like the Kion, it took 3 years or something. Everybody thinks it's like this. It's not. You know, you have to get the battery, you have to get this, that. If it doesn't work, if it heats up, it has to go through compliance testing. So the whole process of creating a product, it didn't even look like this when it was first designed. It looked completely different. It takes months. Yeah. We're creating some other products, and the lead time is 18 months is when and we're having meetings about like what to call it before we've even seen a prototype, you know, because it just takes so long with
Excuse me.
with interactive technology. We have to make sure that it's on the ball, that it's right. Oh, are you crying?
Yeah. I get emotional.
Yeah. But yeah, that's like the whole aim is to not please everybody with every toy, but to create enough variety to please anyone that's looking for a different sensation. We've got the vibrations, oscillations, strokes, squeezing or milking, I guess you could say. Yeah, you look like you're going to cry again.
No. Happy tears.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So, what is your favorite type of stimulation from a toy?
Right now, I would say vibrations. So I like to send vibrations to all parts.
Is that why you're using the lumen so much? Yeah.
Possibly, yes. After that, stroking.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And if we were to combine them, do you think it would make things better?
It would make me happy.
Okay. We can send you some bullets to put down the side.
Okay.
Yeah. So now we're going to move on to the Feel Stars. You've tried out all of our Boss Babes.
Yes.
Who has been your favorite? What has the evolution of testing been like? Anything you can tell us about the Feel Stars?
Okay, so my favorite, I have actually two favorites.
Okay.
One of them is definitely Alexis Fox, because that was the one that was so different compared to the others, and Lauren Phillips.
Okay.
Because that was the most realistic and intense of all. So, and I'm not sure if you noticed, I like intensity. So
okay.
Definitely Lauren Phillips. And so with Alexis Fox, I really, really enjoyed that big chamber part right after the orifice. And that makes the first entrance so soft and smooth.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not sure if you saw that video or watched it, where I actually had a friend help me. She came over, and I had back then it was before a few releases, so it was 14 strokers, and I blind tested them, and I was allowed to watch the box to see the pattern, because I don't have a good memory. So for me, it would be impossible to memorize the complete inside tunnels of 14 toys. I did surprisingly bad. So I thought my success rate was going to be like 80%-ish.
Yeah.
And I got 7 correct, I think, from the 14. So, or maybe 8, I don't know. But yeah, I was not good. I was not good. It was hard. It was hard. Okay, so I was using my dick to...
Yeah. And do you watch any of the models online? Or
not really. I'm gonna be honest right now. Nowadays, I'm watching only small independent creators. And if I have a good month, maybe support them to subscribe to their OnlyFans.
Okay.
But I really like just indie stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Stuff that okay, so not professionally shot.
No.
Okay, and how do you think that the entire Field Stars project has sort of evolved since the beginning?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think the material was really good from the get-go. I really like that. I really like that there's variety when it comes to intensity and when it comes to how different the texture is. And I really like that there are some that are super textured all the way, and there are some that are just super textured in one area, but not all the way. So everybody can basically find their own, because I know a lot of people buy different strokers for the star specifically, but if you're looking for a different sensation, and if you're looking for something specific, if you're struggling with like premature ejaculation, or if you want to start stamina training or something, you are not gonna need a sleeve that's super tight and it has a ton of texture and it's just gonna milk you dry in 2 seconds. You need something that's gentle, doesn't have too big bumps and ribs, and then you can work your way up. So I like that it covers.
Yeah, we actually we do a lot of research before and after we send out or we launch these products, and turns out that not all of our customers purchase because they like the model. They purchase because they like the tunnel or the look of the tunnel. So reviews like yours really help. People decide, okay, I want it to be more intense. I want it to be a little bit more variety. And so, that's why we try to get as many reviews as possible for our customers to make an educated choice before they buy it. But we do also have a lot of diehard people that have purchased every single one of our Field Stars since they've come out. So, some people love the models, some people love the texture, some people, it's a mixed variety. Yeah. But it's nice to see. Okay, so Alexis Fawkes and Lauren Phillips. And do you follow them on social media now?
Yes, I do. Yeah? I do.
Okay, we're going to have to tag them then so they can follow you back. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And do you have anything else that you would like to say about Kiiroo products, the Field Stars, Keon, anything?
Other than how much I love them?
Oh.
I really do love them.
Yeah, okay.
I really love how responsive you guys are. So if there's a request, there's an issue, there's anything, I like the responsiveness. Yeah. Oh,
well, I'm glad to hear that. You're lucky that my team is very on the ball with everything they do. So thank you guys. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So do you have anything that you would like to ask me before we end today?
There's a lot of things.
Oh, yeah. Okay. We save it for later. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Well, then, thank you very much, Alec, for joining us on Sex Tech Talk with Alec. Just interactive Sex Tech Talk with Alec. And we look forward to having you test out our next products.
Me too.
And so where can people find you if they're looking to find Alec Hardy online?
So it's pretty easy. I'm basically Alec Hardy XXX everywhere except Instagram. I'm Alec Hardy XX there because XXX is like super. It's
Instagram, yeah.
And basically, AlecHardyXXX.com has a link called My Stuff, and that has links to all my stuff. Articles I wrote, articles about me, all my socials, all my OnlyFans, all my current, and so that's the best way.
Okay, perfect. And if anybody's looking to interact with you, where would be the best place for them to come and chat?
don't shoot me a DM on socials because I'm getting way too many DMs and I will not see it. Either if it's a business request, shoot me an email to alechardy@gmail.com, or if it's like a sexy interaction or a beginning of, message me on my OnlyFans. That way I will see that and I will respond to that.
Okay, perfect. Well, I'm sure that you're going to have a lot more DMs after this. Thank you very much, and we'll talk to you later.
Thanks. You.
Bye.
Bye.